People always think we're attacking NASA,
Now, whoever goes the longest without puking gets the last piece of pie in the fridge.
and we're actually NASA enthusiasts when it comes right down to it, right?
How's everybody doing? Good. Good so far. All right. All right.
Nothing yet.
Cool. Cool.
We're space enthusiasts. We want accountability. We want disclosure. We want to see what's actually there.
Oh, God! Why didn't anybody tell me?
And we will accept the limitations.
God, my insides are on fire!
And we'll support the limitations
No, please, no more, no more.
on what's capable of doing.
Dad, I'm scared.
We don't need to keep researching in and
Okay, I think it's all gone.
find out, oh, all we're looking at is CGI. If you can't do it, say so.
I was reading through a few of the comments on the Shield Stompers, and I thought, I don't want to go on with this. It's just tedious and boring. Was it Cleric 58? He keeps posting. I don't know how many times I've seen it. His description of what I was alleged to have said at the British Interplanetary meeting.
I just quickly, rather than hogging this, I'd just like to say, Marcus, you said something right at the very beginning. You said, I do not doubt that man landed on the moon. Is that correct?
Correct.
So, in fact, you are not advocating that man did not land on the moon?
Correct.
A body of thought which does believe that nobody went to the moon. I don't happen to agree with that.
"10 years ago." He's still posting it as if that's some sort of gotcha. It's not. He hasn't talked to me about it because he won't. But he claims that it's a final nail in the coffin.
Oh, well, he took your words out of context every time he comes up with that.
Marcus, you said something right at the very beginning. You said, I do not doubt that man landed on the moon. Is that correct? Correct. So, in fact, you are not advocating that man did not land on the moon, but merely saying that to try to make this a more aesthetically delightful, visual epic, some of the photography was hammed up in a studio somewhere.
The Apollo record was enhanced.
The Apollo record was enhanced, but you're not actually saying that they didn't land on the moon.
There is more than enough evidence that I'm persuaded by, specifically, as I say, the photographs of the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, which show the landers where they're supposed to be. I checked the Apollo photographs overhead and compared them to Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter photographs of the same mission. The pattern of craters matches, the position matches.
And you were sitting in a situation where you had to be complicit to some degree just to be invited there.
Yeah, exactly.
You were sitting in a situation where you had to be complicit to some degree just to be invited there.
Yeah, exactly.
You were sitting in a situation where you had to be complicit to some degree just to be invited there.
Yeah, exactly.
I only said I'd done it so they'd take me cock out of the bacon slicer.
I mean, it was fairly obvious. If you looked at the film and you looked at how I conducted myself when I was talking to them, I was being polite. I'm British, for God's sake.
Yes, you're British. You have a politeness built in from birth. Something that is not acquired by any other nation in the world.
Well, you go back the way you came, and you just keep going to...
Oh, my God.
I think you've got a bad cut there. We better get you to the hospital.
It's just a flesh wound, honestly. And,
Are you sure?
Nothing to write home about.
Okay.
No need to bother, matron.
Did you say left or right up there?
Just a left, yeah.
Oh, maybe it's broken.
Oh, no. It's just a leg, honestly. I've got another one.
It's quite unique, actually.
It is quite unique. There are advantages to it and there are disadvantages to it. And maybe I carry both of them. I find it really interesting that that is the only thing they can come up with, as if that is a definitive proof that what we're saying is nonsense. It's not. As you say, look at the context of what was happening when I said what I did. It makes sense. Yeah, I was being polite. I was accepting their position as being advocates for NASA and advocates for space travel, which we all are. If you looked at the pictures I showed in the presentation I gave, I think it's fairly obvious that I was not as impressed as whoever this chap is considers.
Just quickly, rather than hogging this, I'd just like to say, Marcus, you said something right at the very beginning. You said, I do not doubt that man landed on the moon. Is that correct?
Correct.
So, in fact, you are not advocating that man did not land on the moon?
Correct.
A body of thought which does believe that nobody went to the moon. I don't happen to agree with that.
So he posts all this stuff on there, and all his mates pile in and agree with him. And after a while, you think, oh, you know, just like you said, Robert, I don't want to read this stuff. It makes no sense. It doesn't help anybody. It's not contributing to the discussion. It's just their sort of regurgitation and outpouring of bile and unpleasantness personified. It's sad that they still have to do it, and they've been doing it for about 10 years as well.